For the best and most up-to-date news coverage of politics, finance, and religion, go somewhere else.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Henny.
With your hosts, Shannon,
I mean, you want a beautifully painted stool for your balls. I mean,
Sally, and
I'm over, y'all know I watch a lot of the TikTok these days. I'm over people whining about their childhood trauma.
Andy.
or earlier.
Before you even go,
Oh, no.
in the house, Shannon fixes us these 32-ounce roadies to go.
Featuring Shiloh
I'm not menopausal, but I'm hot all the time. So
and Eva.
Rick turned to me and said, if this movie continues like this, we are walking out. He goes, I can't be doing this traffic shit.
We raised a little over $11,000 for MS.
Nice.
Woohoo! Okay, so I was
Nice.
talking about what I did this
Support
weekend.
MS and spread it around the world.
I went to see the Allen Americans play hockey.
Alan has a hockey team?
Yeah, they're not part of the Stars organization. I'm not sure what, they're like a double or triple A type. But a few weeks ago when we played trivia, they were having an event with their season ticket holders at that bar, and we met some of the guys. Two of them played trivia, played on our team. So we went to see them play, and they got their asses kicked. So, but they got beat by a team from Idaho who they are part of the Stars organization. So I guess we should have been excited that, the Stars team
Wait.
won.
Alan has an ice rink.
Catch up.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it said I team. Yeah, but where do they play?
At the Allen Event Center.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess you could
Um,
anywhere an ice rink.
Yeah. So saw the Allen Americans play, and then our thing was canceled Saturday, but I did walk a mile for my buddy Andy.
Thank you.
And then Sunday I went to the Rangers game. So,
Oh,
Did they win?
huh?
Did they win?
The Rangers
did.
did win. It was actually really good. They went to one extra inning, and they walked it off with a home run. We went to see, huh?
Wow, that's exciting.
Was it a double? Is that what you said? It was a double?
and it was in the bottom of the ninth.
Oh, I thought we went. I thought we went to extra innings.
No, I was watching from my phone at a gay bar because they had women's college basketball on.
Well, we went to see a guy that played at Mississippi State who was a fan favorite and has been. I don't know why he hasn't been called up. He's been in the minors for like 6 years, and his stats have been outstanding. And he finally got called up by the Rays, and so we went to see him play. And the Rangers. I mean, I wanted to see Jake Mangum do well, but I wanted the Rangers to win, and that happened. So he got a single his first at bat, stole second base. So not too bad.
Good.
Nice.
And it
Did
was
you throw a bra
dollar.
at him?
Do what?
Did you throw your bra at him to celebrate?
No, no,
Is that a thing at Rangers games?
that
It
I'm
could be.
aware of.
Oh,
It's Sundays are Dollar Bluebell Day at the ballpark, though. So a Bluebell ice cream sandwich, and they had an ice cream sandwich, fudgesicle, or like an Eskimo pie thing, and they were $1. And I told Kenny, I was like, you know what? We could get an ice cream every inning, and it would be as cheap as having 2 beers.
Well,
wow.
I
You may
love-
have an accident after
Yeah,
the game after 9 ice cream sandwiches.
Oh.
yeah, yeah. So I just kept it to one. But that was my weekend.
Can we still call them Eskimo pies?
Oh
Eva?
Lord, Eva.
What do we call them? Inuit
No,
pies?
Inuit pies.
I'd love to get into that pie. Yeah, I like that.
Somebody I saw on LinkedIn works for Bluebell. Josh Kulagowski. Do y'all remember him?
Yes.
He's like something in IT at Bluebell. So
Bluebell.
maybe we'll get in touch with him and tell him
Wow.
it can no
Who?
longer be Eskimo pies.
Josh Kulagowski
Josh Kulagowski, do you remember him?
I
At
don't remember
Mosul?
him.
from
Okay.
MSOE.
Uh-uh.
Anyway,
Okay.
that's my update.
Well, Shiloh, loving your background there.
I know.
We haven't had a lawsuit in a while. I was just trying to fix that.
Eva, you back in town?
I am,
Is
yes.
your dad doing better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He
Okay.
they got I spoke to his kidney doctor yesterday before I left. Thankfully I was able to catch him before we got back on the road. And they are happy with his dialysis that's helping his kidneys. He's getting back his color and his energy and whatnot. However, he has that port. It's a temporary one that's in his neck, and
Mhm.
it's been causing him to have issues swallowing and eating.
Ah,
So they don't know if they're going to make a permanent one closer down in his abdomen to his kidneys, but or if they're going to put him on a couple more dialysis treatments and then send him home. So
What's that for?
we still have to wait, but hopefully by the end of the week, he was grouchy today. My mom said he's ready to go home.
that's,
What's the
yeah,
port for?
that's a good sign probably. So,
What's
Yeah.
the port
Was
for?
that
What's
for
the
the dialysis?
in his neck?
Yeah, it's in his carotid artery. They
Wow.
go in and they flush it. It's a port down to his kidneys
Okay.
and
wow.
liver. But yeah, but he's doing. Yesterday was even Rick was like, yeah, he's sounds clearer. He was
Yeah.
ready to watch TV. He had enough sleep, and so he was just ready to go home.
Does anybody have an
But
update
get that.
on PH? Saw my contractor on Saturday, and they still haven't finished my bathroom, the doors of my bathroom. And I asked him when they were finishing. He didn't know. He thought they were done.
I told you that.
'Cause they
I told
him-
you that he had said that. He told me they were done, and then you told me they weren't.
Mm-mm. And so he texted me today and said they'll be over tomorrow.
oh, good.
Did they tell him they were done?
No.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
So he said they'll be there tomorrow, and then he's coming over tomorrow afternoon to make sure.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Do you put on something slutty before he comes over?
Yep.
Okay. Little negligee.
Yep.
Rusty?
I'm wearing my tankini.
I mean, he got that.
Rusty?
Yeah, he got that electric wheelchair somehow.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's right.
A leg over each arm.
Mhm.
Ooh.
All right, what are we celebrating today?
All right, here we go. Today,
Well, happy birthday, Tracy Light. It's Tracy Light.
happy birthday,
Happy
Tracy
birthday,
Light.
Lippy.
Today is National Beer Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah. 1933, the Cullen-Harrison Act took effect, legalizing the sale of low alcohol beer. I don't know what low alcohol beer is. Let's
Water.
see.
Oklahoma beer.
And it's weird that happened in 1933 and 1959. Oklahoma ended prohibition, not till 1959.
Wow.
In 1969, the internet was born. In 1969, y'all, there was the
Al
internet.
Gore did that then?
I know.
I know. I don't know how he did that then. He was so young. Let's see. Tomorrow, nothing, April 9th is National Unicorn Day. You'll not forget. And there's not a lot. There was a National Name Yourself Day, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
Name yourself.
Is that like picking your pronouns?
No, like just picking a new name for a day. Just randomly doing a name for a day.
Can we pick names for other people?
Oh, that's a good one. The 10th is National Siblings Day, and I think we all have at least one sibling, right?
Mhm.
You
Okay.
gotta love your younger sibling, though.
I don't have a younger sibling.
Mm.
Mm,
You want mine?
no.
I think I've got him.
Because he's right there in that picture.
All
Right
in
there.
all his glory.
Mhm.
I don't know if anybody wants him.
Aren't you proud?
He did good last
Um,
night. It was funny.
He did. He did. It was funny.
So this is also interesting. In 1916, on April the 10th, I believe, yeah, on the 10th in 1916, the PGA was created on the 10th, and also this week on the 10th, the Masters began. So
Mm.
Do we know when the LPGA was created?
no, we can look it up though.
Okay.
Okay, we'll look that up. But that's all I have, really. And then of course we have I'm not gonna, get into entertainment and sports because that'll step on y'all's mess. But we've
Oh,
got
nothing to talk about.
the national championship tonight. Women's was a blowout yesterday, apparently.
It was sad.
It was
Did anybody in this group pick UConn to win at all?
no.
Nobody picked. Everybody but me picked South Carolina,
Who'd you pick?
Texas.
Okay. All right. Well,
But I
so
thought
did Shannon
today-
win? Did Shannon win the women's bracket then?
Yes.
He did, but not the men's.
Not the men's.
You win in the men's, Shiloh?
I already won it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, once we got to the final four, it didn't matter.
The Shannon's won.
Boy Shannon, girl Shannon.
I will give a couple of birthday shout outs to Michael Little and my cousin Suzanne. Happy birthday yesterday. To Tracy Light, happy birthday today. To Shannon's cousin Liz, her birthday is Wednesday the 9th. Happy birthday. And to Sherry Spooner Fetty, her birthday is Friday.
What are you reading off of? Why are you looking up?
Because I'm looking
Teleprompter.
What?
He's got a teleprompter now.
Teleprompter. Yeah.
at my calendar.
Oh, I'm like-
And the LPGA was created in 1950.
Thank you.
Earlier than I thought, honestly.
Same.
Awesome.
okay. All right. Woohoo! Yeah. So wait, your calendar's above your computer, like a real calendar?
No, it's on my screen, my big monitor, my curved monitor.
That's
Oh,
where he watches his porn and he has his calendar up there.
Correct.
okay. It's like, do you have one of those like calendars with like you like panda bears? Apparently, I just wondered if you had a panda bear calendar or a.
No, it's my new curved monitor,
Okay.
and it's above my laptop screen.
And
Okay.
we all agreed that panda bears are the best bears anyway, right? I mean,
If they were a bear, maybe.
they're not really a bear. But
In this day and age, if you want to identify as a bear, I guess you can identify as a bear.
yeah,
I
mean,
tell
Brandon
the
does.
pandas, if you want to be a bear, you're a bear.
Yeah.
We can't stop you.
So Andy, since we're talking about panda bears and you were obsessed with them last week, what are you obsessed with this week?
Oh, okay. So I'll tell you, this is great. So
Yeah.
I was reading last week sometime this article about whales and sea turtles, how they get barnacles on them, and it weighs them
Oh.
down, it slows them down, and they have to get people to help get the barnacles off.
People?
People will get them, pull them out of the water, get the barnacles off, and put it back in because it's really damaging. It can be painful, and you know what barnacles are
Uh-huh.
little
We have
parasites.
friends that are like barnacles. Yeah, little parasites.
Can't get rid of
So I went on YouTube and I found some videos of whales getting barnacles taken off of it. It looks awful, but if you're OCD, it's amazing. I want to
Very
go,
satisfying.
yes, I want to go get scrape barnacles off turtles and whales.
I thought you're gonna ask to get your barnacle scraped off.
Mm.
Not yet. I like them.
Don't you just? Isn't that what you just get a pedicure for? Is it the same thing?
What?
A pedicure? It's just like getting a pedicure, right?
No.
Do you
They
have
don't scrape
barnacles
them
on your
off.
toes?
I don't know. I've never had a pedicure.
Well, probably then you probably do.
You've never had a pedicure?
Ever?
So,
He's like, no, I'm straight. I don't do
I mean,
that.
I've been to like a billion fucking gay bars, but I've never had a pedicure or a manicure.
You should go.
You
It's
should go.
amazing.
Go
You
on
should
YouTube
like
and
it.
pull up a video of a whale or a sea turtle getting barnacles scraped off. If you're
Ah.
OCD, it's fantastic.
How do they get? I'm sorry. Do they trap the whale and then clean it off?
Yeah.
That doesn't
I'm
sound
kinda
good
like you.
either.
Like the biggest thing is like, how do you get the whale? Like,
How do
and
they
we
sit
do-
still?
And do they stay in the ocean, like in a net, or do they take them to SeaWorld
They
and
lift
do
them up.
that? I
Put
mean,
them up, put them on the boat, and just get all those parasites off.
They can be out of the water. They just have to like they keep pouring water on them.
Yeah,
yeah, but
They
still.
they put like medicine on the parts where the barnacles really
Just like some Neosporin or something. Just, you know.
something like that, yeah. And then
Okay,
put it back in
that's
the water.
great.
Some Valtrax.
This giant vat of
Mhm.
ointment.
Right.
It's just
Right.
Vaseline, just rubbing
But-
it all over their
But
body.
you look at it, you think,
Mm.
oh, you poor creature. And then they pick back to the wild and they're happy this little boy.
Oh.
Goodness.
So when I was in college, there was a dirty song we used to sing about Barnacle Bill the Sailor. I don't know if that matters, but
I
It
doubt
was a
it.
dirty song.
Pretty sure that's
it's
a
a
limerick
drinking
too.
song, a fraternity drinking song about Barnacle Bill the Sailor. So anyway.
Anyway,
All right, Sally Ann, what are you obsessed with?
I am obsessed. I just started watching on HBO Max The Righteous Gemstones.
isn't that good?
They are ridiculous.
You start at the beginning?
Yes,
Oh,
they are absolutely ridiculous,
I haven't started season 4 yet.
but I can't stop watching it. I mean, they're horrible people.
And it's
Like,
Is that the one with
hilarious.
John Goodman?
yes,
Yeah.
have you ever seen it?
I think I've seen one episode,
Oh
but
my God, they're awful. They're awful. Absolutely ridiculous, but I'm a little obsessed with it. I mean, just
Yes.
yeah. Wow.
We're not
Okay.
allowed to watch it.
have you watched? Nobody else has watched it but Andy?
Why are you
We're
not
not
allowed
allowed.
to watch it?
His Rick's beef with John Goodman.
Why does he have beef with John Goodman?
What they get in a
Bec-
fight about?
He married her. He married Rick's best friend from Bogalusa, and he was in the wedding. He was in their wedding, and he's just never liked him. So
Are they still married?
they're
When
still married.
Shiloh and
Next
I
to him at a
went to
baseball game. Yeah.
Yeah, Charlotte and I went to a baseball game in London and sat right next to him, or Tim sat right next to him for 7 innings, and we had no idea who it
No
was.
idea.
Yeah,
What about, but if you had known, then you could be like, hey, my friend was in your wedding. Like, what in
Yeah.
the world is that?
yeah.
I know.
We
right?
had
Marie-
unlimited
I think it's-
drinks and food. We weren't concerned about that.
Yeah, that.
I think her name was Anne Marie. He went to the store, but I think it's Anne Marie.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Small world. Yeah.
Yeah, they got
Well,
married in New
it's
Orleans.
funny.
And he actually went to school at Missouri State in Springfield, Missouri.
There you
So,
go.
there you go.
Oh.
They're an MSU that are also maroon and white because
they
I've
are.
worn a Mississippi an MSU t-shirt before, and somebody's been like, "Is that Missouri State?" I'm like, "No."
And yeah, weirdly enough, when we were in London, same trip, I walked by this, well, it was a store, a retail store, like a clothing store, and they take like old pieces of, I don't know, clothing, and they, like redo them and, whatever. That's
Yeah.
and they were using a Missouri State sweatshirt. I was like, so weird. I mean, how is all this connecting? This
I
is very
know,
weird.
that's funny.
Annabeth. Her name is Annabeth.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Are they still married?
Yeah, they're still married. They got married in, it says 1989.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So she's younger than him. How old is John Goodman? I mean,
He's 72.
okay.
He's my mom's age.
And Rick, it was
Yeah.
Rick's best friends, I'm assuming around the same age, right? So
I don't know. Yeah, I'm
57.
yeah, 57, 58.
He is a little older than her then.
Ooh.
She has daddy issues.
Yes,
He was
mine
already-
too.
Who's your favorite girl, Shiloh?
So if it was 1989, he was already in Roseanne, so he was making money.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, Shiloh, what are you obsessed with?
This is gonna sound weird, but I'm obsessed with pulling weeds.
What?
Like pulling weeds out of my yard. Like
Okay.
like weeds. Like it's therapeutic.
That's for
So-
the hillbilly. That's for the hillbilly.
I mean,
section.
I'm from the country. Yeah, so like I mean I mowed my yard today because it needed mowing, and I've like spent like 30 minutes just out there just like, pulling weeds as the season's starting, like getting all that out.
You
It's-
use
it's
a
good to do.
hoe?
I mean, I am the hoe. No, I do it by hand. I don't need a hoe. I do it by hand. Yeah, I mean it's nice to do, like especially after it's rained, like you just watered, because the roots come up easier. But yeah.
Okay. Well, that's kind of OCD related also, right? Like you feel accomplished after you
It is.
cleaned it
And
up.
honestly, like if I just go out there and start doing it, I could spend an hour out there. I was like, fuck, what have I been doing for an hour? Yeah, just
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have a yard, so I don't have to worry about that shit. I just have to worry about falling off.
or
About-
someone else accidentally falling off.
That's right. Or pushing me. Eva, what are you obsessed with?
I
have
am
a new song?
obsessed. I have two things real quick. But I'm obsessed with, let's see if you could see these. You see these?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fireballs.
These I sit on them because I have sciatica,
Whoa. This is a family show. What?
and
Dude, that one used to be white.
these little massage ball, and Rick got me this tri-pack, so it looks like a sack, but
Now you've
Is
there's
got
that a
one with
massage? Are those dryer balls?
there's one
That's
with
what it
a
looks like, dryer
It looks
ball.
like dryer balls.
no, it's a massage. It's real hard, and I sit on it or on my back against my back in my chair at work, and it comes with one that's not as pokey, and then a round one.
And it's
Like I
helping?
say, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Because I have a pinched nerve that's it just will not release. I
Mm,
think I need acupuncture, but
mm.
we'll we'll figure that out soon. But yeah, those amazing. He was tired of seeing me sitting on on a tennis ball. Can I sit on a tennis ball
He was tired
to
of
work
watching
out
you
my
turn a
muscle?
stool upside down and sit on one of the legs. Yeah.
Right. But also I'm obsessed with Starburst jelly beans. I bought a package today and I was like, oh my gosh, I
Uh,
forgot how amazing they are. They're
uh,
so good. And I hate jelly beans. Jelly beans
I
are
don't like
gross.
jelly beans. I don't like
But
the, yeah.
but the Starburst ones, have you ever had the Starburst
those are
ones?
good. Those are
Oh,
good.
you'll have them at the Easter party. They are
I mean, I love
so
Starburst. So,
good. They're so good. So
Yeah.
good. So
okay.
Awesome.
you'll get some on Easter.
Okay.
Awesome.
John Goodman met his wife at a Halloween party at Tipitina's.
I saw that. I just read that. I just read that.
And we have been to Tipitina's. Andy, I know we have.
Yep.
They live in the Garden
yeah.
District.
I saw his house was for sale recently.
Yeah,
actually.
that's yeah, Rick said that they sold their house.
I don't know where I saw that, but I saw it
Yeah.
somewhere. It was a pretty house. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a whole 6 degrees of separation in there. So
That's
There you
crazy.
go. Yeah.
Okay, I'm obsessed with, well, mine's TV. So two things. So the second season of Survival of the Thickest, that show.
Oh,
Oh,
so good.
Is
What
this
is
what I think it
that?
is?
Good.
Survival of the Thickest.
Is this
Is
about
it?
thick women?
is it
It
a fat
is.
camp?
It's
Yes.
Oh.
No. It's about this girl who's a clothing designer living in New York and her life, and it's really funny. It's really good. They're only like 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
It's
30-minute shows. Yeah.
it's Michelle. She's a comic. Her name is Michelle Buteau. She's so
Really.
hilarious.
Really funny.
So hilarious.
And the second
Um,
season's better than the first. Have you
It
watched
is. It is. Yeah. We binged it in 2 days. We just
Yeah.
were like boom boom.
Now, I will tell you, it is a little I don't want to use the word woke, but the storylines are very like
Yeah.
African American, trans.
Yeah.
She is thick.
Yeah. So
She's so pretty. She's so
it's so
pretty.
funny though. I mean, it was
That's
really
how you like them, though, right, Shiloh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, apparently I've been called out on that lately. I didn't realize that.
I thought you said something
I
about
knew.
that.
I knew. I don't
And
want a thigh gap. I want those thighs to touch.
I knew you. I
What was
remember
your
you talking about
What
that.
was your motto? If the thighs don't touch, you're not getting much of this.
I don't know that I've ever said that.
What?
But I think I want to work that in. When I'm ready to get back out there and start dating, I think that's going to be my tagline on Tinder.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good.
It's
Her
so-
best
and-
friend.
And sassy black. It's about sassy black ladies. It's funny.
Oh, so good. The best friend, the guy.
Yes.
Oh, Khalil. He's
Hot.
so hot.
So hot. Yeah. Well, and
So
then,
hot.
yeah, and the one she dates, well, the stripper guy too. It's like,
Oh, the stripper one. Oh
Lord.
God.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So that was the other one. The other one is like, well, the good news is I hope you're gonna talk about the pit when you talk.
Yes.
But there's another medical show that just came out that's kind of like sort of like the pit, but it's not as good, but at least it's it's
entertaining.
Okay. Do what?
It's
Pulse.
entertaining. It's the one on Netflix.
Yeah, it's Pulse. So it's pretty good. It's about emergency room doctors too. It's a lot like the pit, but not as good as the pit. So anyway,
They had an article about that saying that it came out at the wrong time because everybody's
yeah,
so attached to the pit that this one is like a
it's good, but it's kind of a letdown because you've seen the pit. You're like, oh, it could be much better. So
yeah.
all right, Andy, what are you over?
What am I over? I don't think I'm over anything.
What?
Nope. I've been pretty happy.
Oh, what?
Wow.
What?
I'm over Andy
Are your
being
parents
happy.
back? Are you blink twice
What?
if you're okay?
Mr. Grumpy, can we do a wellness check on him?
I know.
I mean, he's got that fake background. He could be anywhere.
Mhm.
Can you hold your calendar up and point to today's date? Your wall calendar on the
Yeah,
wall.
we need proof of life.
I mean, first it was like lions, cute lions, and panda bears. Now he doesn't. Now he's. I mean, it's like
I don't know.
it's like sunshine shooting out of your butt. What's happening? What's
Oh,
happening?
something.
Pretty happy.
Is it because we cured MS with the $55,000?
Yes.
Interesting.
That's it.
5
It's
years.
those Easter eggs rolling around behind him.
Because I know Jesus is about to rise.
Sally-Ann, what are you over?
Oh, I'm not going to be Debbie Downer much, but I am over losing my job right at like peak worst job market in 10 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it sucks.
that sucks. Sorry.
It sucks. So anyway,
Shiloh.
Unrelated. Have you thought about OnlyFans? You didn't say that. Okay, you didn't say that. We'll talk later.
And you could just do your feet on OnlyFans.
Yeah, you don't have to you don't have to show your face. There's people into some weird shit.
Barnacles.
Barnacle.
You can just have videos of them getting pedicures. You're good.
I should just start with feet and then like just be like, see if I can make any money off my feet.
Start with feet and work your way up to selling your underwear. Yeah, it's a gold mine.
You know, I was talking about this a long time ago with some friends. Like there are sick people out there. You could probably sell like dirty socks to somebody, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
there's
Yep.
people out there with weird fetishes. So
Yeah.
Show those little
For
piggies.
sure. Yeah. I'm over two things. I'm over pagans forcing the Christians to celebrate Jesus because they don't believe in zombie Jesus.
What?
Forcing us. I'm over pagans forcing us to go to their house for a brunch in the name of Jesus and Easter.
Oh, do you
And
think
making
that's
us
what we
fucking leave
celebrate?
with baskets.
You think that's what we celebrate, girl? We celebrate
zombie Jesus.
gay.
But really, what I'm over is all of the cord cutting no longer being inexpensive. Like my YouTube TV is basically what I was paying for cable 5-6 years ago. Whenever I
give me my cable back and where I can have everything.
Yeah.
So I'm dropping YouTube TV and not going to have actual TV service.
I don't have actual TV service anymore.
I mean, I don't watch anything live unless it's sports, and that can all be done.
You know, like when the Super Bowl came on, I watched it on Tubi, which is free. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you could all
can
all
find-
TVs have a digital antenna built in, so you could just watch the four
I
local
can watch all
channels.
my local stuff. Because like if you've got a smart TV, like you said, but I was like, because YouTube TV just kept raising the price, and I was like, this is BS. So
Yeah, the whole point with like cord cutting was like you were supposed to be able to like cherry pick the channels you wanted to see and not pay for 50 channels you're not watching, right? Because they're all owned by the same 5 companies, and they're like, well, you're paying for this, so you're going to bundle this together. But
I'm right there
And
with
the
you on
incentive
that.
and the incentive used to be there's no commercials, and now there's commercials, so you might as well just get cable.
even some of the stuff that I've recorded, like there's still like it's preventing
Yeah.
me from fast forwarding through.
You can't
Yeah.
fast forward. Exactly.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
back in the TiVo days.
I
You can
know.
fast forward through everything.
Fuck that shit. I'll bust out my VCR. I'll start recording stuff.
He's like, get
They're
me.
coming
Can you
back.
buy VHS tapes though?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Well, Shiloh, if you need video head cleaner, Eva's got you stocked there. So
I do.
I mean, I
do.
heard
I
it's
can
not being
clean
made anymore, so I better get some.
it. It opens your booty hole.
Oh, God.
I hope that's
Eva,
your new
what are you
tagline.
over?
Candy, if you can make that his new tagline.
I'm, the past couple of months I've been traveling to Abilene, to see my family, and I'm over one word, Arlington.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
You're over
I'm over-
Arlington?
I'm over Arlington, the city of Arlington.
Driving through
Why?
it?
So they make that express lane that makes you go like fly by, and you're going through Grand Prairie, and it dumps you off right at 360, and that is where it just jam.
That's a huge
locks, like,
bottleneck. Yeah.
It's just huge, like nothing, like a sea of cars. That's all you see. And I don't understand when there's 4 lanes, why it does that.
Mhm.
And I don't understand why drivers who drive that all the time, why they still are confused at what exit they're supposed to take. Because you see, but then you also see a lot of people on their phones. stuck,
Yeah.
like not driving.
Do you notice this when Rick's driving you?
No, I actually had to drive this time, which
Oh,
what blends into my other. I'm over driving myself. But yeah, just Arlington in general, because they're building more stuff there. It's like you can't even. There's no ways to get around. Like try building um, highways and stuff to get to other places, and it's just it's horrible. It took me. I left here at 11:30 on Friday morning, and it's a 2.5 hour drive. I didn't get to Abilene until 4:30.
Mm. Yikes.
So it was crazy. But yeah, Arlington. Sorry, we lost one sponsor.
Well, I'm kind of over. You're talking cities, local cities. I'm over entitled women that live in Highland Park. Is what I'm over. And I'll give you two examples just in the last day or two. Saturday, so the dry cleaners is just right up the street. One dry cleaner has two parking spaces that say for dry cleaners. Then there is a little, and it's a new little, I don't know, not vegan, but it's like a smoothie shop, one of those little where all the
Mhm,
Highland Park women now have to go, apparently.
mhm.
And so this woman's in a Range Rover, and I'm actually going to the dry cleaners, but she pulls into the space that's for the dry cleaners and goes to the smoothie place when there are two spaces down is an opening in front of the smoothie place, and you can't miss the sign. And so I didn't have a place to park, and so we had to move and carry all of our stuff in, and she just walked right in. I was like, I am tempted to go in there actually buy something and throw it on her windshield or parking lot.
Oh,
Didn't
But
you
I was
want to
like,
scream at her and be like, bitch, just park where you're
you
supposed
could
to?
have been famous. Like you'd have been on the internet. I'd be
I
watching you
know,
on
for real.
TikTok.
I'm like,
Yeah.
seriously. And then when I went to Starbucks yesterday, and it's like those, I mean, entitled everywhere, like, excuse me. I'm like, can I get in line? I mean, they're just like pulling in. I mean, it's crazy. It's like,
Mhm.
okay.
Nobody has any, and it's all entitlement. Nobody has
Ugh.
any respect for anybody
Or
else. Like
awareness
just
of
manners. Yeah,
anybody else around them that
yeah,
No,
might.
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No manners at all.
Center of the universe, people.
Yeah. Oh, and then where was I? In Highland Park. Their kids were running around everywhere, and they were just sitting there on their phone. I was like, okay.
Okay, so you may be able to ignore your child screaming.
We
I
can.
cannot.
Yes.
So I don't listen to them all the time. So no,
Yeah.
I cannot stand that where they just let them do
Yeah.
whatever. No, I
Fucking
can't.
breeders.
We
Leave
were
them home
somewhere.
leave them home with your nanny because I know you probably
Yeah.
Yes, because you know you have one,
don't bring
right?
them
Yeah.
to Starbucks.
No, you know why they don't have a nanny? Because they got her deported.
No, they don't have a nanny because the husband was fucking her.
Oh,
We were somewhere and there was this couple that walked in with children, and I turned around and they walked right past me and was like, oh God, children. I don't think they were supposed to be there. That's why I was like, oh God, why did they have kids?
all right. Who's first? Shiloh, you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. So apparently there was a Final Four happening this weekend. There were two actually. The women's Final Four, UConn and South Carolina. Shannon won. UConn won the whole thing, but Shannon won in first place. I think Eva, SAP was in second, and Eva and I tied for third. And well, Andy was just happy to be invited.
Yep.
He looks pretty. That's all that
He
matters.
did. So Andy actually could have beaten me had South Carolina won. So I only didn't finish in last because South Carolina. So thank you, Lady Cox, for shitting the bed.
Mm.
And
Bad.
like by a lot. It was bad.
By a lot.
By a lot. Like they just kept pulling. They did not. Yeah, they just kept pulling away. So
But
that was.
I saw, so the score was like 30 points, right? It was something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I saw where UConn beat South Carolina in February by 30 points. So this is two shellackings they've gotten
Yeah.
from
I thought they'd
UConn.
adjusted to that.
One like UConn. I mean, UConn was a 2 seed, but like they could have been a 1.
Yeah.
They only lost like 3 games, same as every other 1 seed. And I think UConn's one of the like 4 or 5 teams to beat 3 number 1 seeds in the tournament. And that's the most you can beat, right? You're either like you could only play up to 3. So they knocked off 3 of the number 1 seeds to win the championship, and this was their 12th. for the women.
Yeah.
And then they're
With the
they're
same
all,
coach, right?
yeah, that same coach who's been there since they started winning those championships in the late 90s, early 2000s. Same guy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, just a lot older, but same guy.
Yeah.
He should retire on top like this. He's won 12 championships.
I don't know that you want to, right? I mean, that's the thing, right? You just if you're still winning, why? Yeah,
Don't go
he's
for
probably like, what else would I do?
no.
Yeah, that's true.
You're like 15.
Yeah, do like a nice odd number divisible by 5.
Yeah.
But I mean, like all of his former players love him.
Yes.
Like he still has that. I'm sure that's special to him too. That's probably why he's going to still play because like he still can build that bond.
So did you see? I think it was after the semifinals, where he was criticizing the NCAA for their treatment of the women's because they didn't have 4 super regionals, they just had 2, right? So, and they were playing in Spokane and had to fly all the way to Tampa. Like they played on Monday and had to play on Thursday. Or like he was like.
They got hosed like after to play in the Final Four, like from the Elite 8. They were like they had like 2 days to come all the way across the country. Yeah. Because the women actually.
He was like, you don't treat the guys like this.
No,
you treat the girls like this, and that's not fair. So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's good for him because the women, the first 2 rounds are at host cities of the highest seed for that grouping. And the men's, like, it's at a dedicated spot, whatever. I mean, I'm sure there's money involved.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the numbers. I don't know if as many people watch, when Caitlin Clark was playing last year, but.
Yeah.
But Shannon won, and then the men's are playing. Right now, I guess I'm not watching it because I don't really care, and I already won, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I got second though, didn't I?
Eva finished in second place. It didn't matter as after the going to the Final Four. It didn't matter. Even I had the same picks. It didn't matter. Who did what? So none of us picked a winner. Just like in the women's, I was in first. Eva in second. SAP in third, and then Shannon, who thought Iowa State was going to win it all, was in fourth, and then Andy again was happy to be invited to the show.
I still beat Andy. How terrible were your picks?
So Andy,
I just picked stuff.
Didn't have anybody making it. Well, you didn't either, Shannon. But like Andy had one. He had one team. He picked correctly for one team to win in the Sweet 16.
Wow.
Yeah,
Made the odds be never in your favor.
Shannon fizzled, but like Shannon's bracket was like in the top 99 percentile. But as soon as you teams start losing, that kind of messes that up. But
that Duke game was crazy because we went to bed and Duke was winning, and we woke up and Houston had won. The first thing that Rick said was like,
speaking of shitting the bed,
good morning.
With like 30 seconds left, they were up. Even before that, they were up by more, but they're up 66-61 with 30 seconds left.
How do you blow that? I mean, when they threw it inbounds and they stole it, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Just get him the damn ball.
There's
hold it.
I think it was Reggie Miller in the 90s when I guess he always played for the Pacers, but like there's a video of him. He either had 1 or 2 steals to close out a game and just stepped back and made threes, and they won. Like they were one of those situations where there's not enough time, they're not going to win. You just have to inbound the ball. I mean, that's all you had to do, just inbound the ball.
Yeah.
And if they'd made 1 free throw, it was. Yeah. And the score actually looks worse because they kept getting like Houston got fouled and then they made their free throws.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the Duke stories, because Duke was always, to me, like as a kid, like Duke and North Carolina, like 80s, 90s, like those were the schools, but Duke has really only won the 2 national championships, and they haven't won since like the Christian Laettner years, Grant Hill years in the 90s. Which is interesting because like Coach K was a big name, has all the wins, but like he never really had a lot of championship success.
Yeah.
Well, 3 other players were at the White Lotus. The mom, the dad, or how many of them went to Duke?
I think 2 were Duke and 2 were Tar Heels. Yeah,
2
that's
two
right.
and 2.
2 and 2.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's done. We can focus on other fun things. So I love March Madness, and honestly, I was keeping YouTube TV until March Madness was over, so I could watch 4 games at a time. And now it's done, so I can move on for that. As SAP said, the Masters is starting this weekend. This is to me, it's one of the funner tournaments. I mean, you win a green jacket when you win. The previous winner gives you your jacket. It's kind of a cool thing that none of the other tournaments do, but it's also one of the hardest courses.
And one of the most beautiful as well.
And one of the most beautiful, yeah. So yeah, it's this is probably something I've always wanted to go to, but like it's really hard unless
Where's it
you're
at?
Shannon's friends, parents who have tickets. Wasn't Pride saying that her parents went to the Masters and they didn't invite her?
Yes. Yes.
She's like, they told me yesterday, and she's like, and I'm
Right.
not invited. Like, well, that was
Ouch.
nice, yeah.
Ouch.
But yeah, so that would always be something to do is like go to the Masters and see that experience. I mean, golf is like not super exciting to watch. At least when you're watching it on TV, they'll bounce around and you can see different players, different holes. But
A lot of
when you're
walking.
watching a tournament, like you're there, if you're sitting at a hole, there's a lot of downtime as you're waiting for those groups to come through. But this will be kind of a fun experience.
Yeah, but the men are hot.
Some of them.
I mean, probably. I don't know.
You said yes.
I said probably. Fuck, I don't know.
That was a yes.
That was a yes.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's a tough course, and it's always kind of like magical because even when Tiger Woods was not doing like Tiger Woods won the Masters however many years ago after he was kind of washed out and was injured, and like it's still just like it's just a magical place for golf.
Who was the last winner?
Um,
Who won last year?
Brooks Koepka, fuck, I don't know.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think Brooks Koepka. But yeah, for the Mavs, fuck Nico.
We're still on that train.
I'm still on that train. Well, I'll say they are. I'm not a fan this year. They are playing Luca and the Lakers tomorrow in Dallas.
Go look.
So he's going to play after that.
Ooh.
And it's interesting because the NBA, I think during COVID, they added in like before 8 teams made the playoff from each conference. They have a play-in where the 9th and the 10th seed have a chance to play in to go.
Yeah.
So like the 9th seed plays a 10th seed. Whoever wins
The
plays.
Mavs, right?
Yeah. So the Mavs are in it. So the 7th and 8th seed play. Whoever wins that game is a 7th seed. The loser plays the winner of the 9th and 10th seed for the 9th seed. So the Mavs are actually the 9th seed, which is really dumb. So instead of them tanking, which they should have done, and get a lottery pick and get a better player to throw in with the Anthony Davis thing, they're actually trying. I was like, you guys are like, and the whole plan thing is dumb. So 16 of the 30 teams make the playoffs. That's a lot. But now with the play-in, it's 20 of the 30 teams make the playoffs.
So 20 of 30 make the playoff?
Because they have with the play-in, those 2 teams, not really a playoff spot, but they have like a chance to play their way into the playoffs. So it's almost like a consolation prize bullshit. Like everybody gets a trophy, everybody gets
Participation
a medal.
award.
Yeah.
Well, they all are Xenials, aren't they?
They are. Well, they are. Yeah. And then Mark Cuban's been coming out and saying, here and there saying stuff. And recently he said that, and I think he's starting to backtrack because he still has to deal with the new owners. Because he made comments about how like we just read like something along the lines of like we didn't really understand Luka and his Slovenian culture, and that's why he was traded. Like he was trying, like it's almost seemed to me like he was trying to backtrack out of it.
That's
But
weird.
I mean, again, I don't care. Like fuck the Mavs. I'll be a fan next year. And then we can move on. The Stars are doing really well. They lost the last 2 games. They're fighting for the top seed in the NHL, and I think they have like 4 games left. Not a lot of games left. So they're about to start the
Playoffs.
the playoffs. Yeah. Gay softball. Fields were flooded. We didn't play. We did have. If you're watching on video, I'm sorry. That is the lovely Brandy Lynn Michaels. Sweating to the oldies.
Yes.
Did y'all have a
sweat
fundraiser last night?
Yeah.
It used to be the Miss PSSA, the drag show, but it's now the drag and variety show. So, but yeah, Brandon performed and did not. I don't know what he actually placed, but he did not win. He wasn't in the top 2. But he was present. He was entertaining.
Yeah.
He tried to do a push-up, which I think was my favorite part of the show. He got about halfway up and then gave up and just like rolled back up. So
Who won?
Chad Caverney from the Kikis. He did a Matilda skit. He was Mrs. Trunchbull, and he looked like her. Had like these tits like sitting up this high on his like. Someone threw $1 and it just sat like sat there for like half the performance, just resting up there. So yeah, it was
Is that what he was supposed to be? I didn't get it.
yeah, he was Mrs. Trunchbull from Matilda.
Am I too old to
I'm-
know that reference? Probably.
I mean, I only
I'm-
that was the 2000s
Oh,
when the movie
yeah.
came out.
Matilda? No,
Matilda?
that was in the 90s.
Was it the 90s?
Yeah, it's with the girl from Mrs. Doubtfire. It's like early 90s.
But yeah, you're probably too old, Shannon. And yeah, that's it for sports ball. Other than the Rangers just did not hit a home run in Chicago. Did not hit a home run.
They did or did not?
Did not. Caught it at the wall.
96 was when Matilda came out.
Okay.
Okay. Eva.
That's it.
All right. All right. Okay.
All right.
So,
Okay.
all right. So, a little history today. Some movies that came out on this day, this week. Indecent Proposal in 1993. Did anybody watch that? I never saw it.
Yeah.
I remember
With
that.
What
Demi
was it?
Moore. Indecent Proposal. The one with Demi Moore, Woody
And
Harrelson,
Robert
and
Redford?
Robert. Yeah, Robert.
Was that with the
Redford.
one for $1 million you can sleep with? I'll sleep with
Wasn't
your
it
wife.
Robert Redford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Robert. Yeah. That came out, and it's funny because that kind of tied in with one of the shows that um I started watching and we were nabbling that I watched the second episode today because Rick hates it. Mid-Century Modern. They make a whole episode. There's an episode on the second episode, I think, where they have this whole indecent proposal thing. But anyways, I'll talk about that in a little bit. The Sandlot, which is an amazing
Oh,
movie.
wow.
It's such a good movie.
I don't think I've ever
1993.
seen that entire movie.
What?
Oh, it's so
I
good.
know.
What if we had
Those
an
both.
episode of the podcast where we watched a movie and we just recorded our reactions?
Yes, that'd be great.
Yeah.
We should start with
Next,
Two Girls, One Cup.
Oh no.
Oh God,
No.
those
Oh,
both came out,
what?
and you don't want to know. You don't want to
Okay.
know. Those both came out in 1993. And that's really the only movies that Bad News Bears came out in 1976. I never saw that. I saw the
What did?
remake, but not the Bad News Bears.
Oh,
I've
that
seen
was
the
in
remake.
Walter Matthau was the
1976?
coach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the 76 one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And some famous birthdays today. Billie Holiday, her birthday's today, 1915.
Is
I
he
don't
still
think she's
alive?
still, I don't think she's alive. Francis Ford Coppola is still alive, and he was born in 1939. Half of Hall and Oates, John Oates, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming his birthday's today, and Russell Crowe, his birthday is today as well, and he
Who
was
had
just
a great solo in Les Mis, right?
oh. Is that Shannon's? Is it Shannon? That's your favorite one, right? About the bread.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not a singer. Not a Broadway
Um,
singer.
some other things that happened in pop culture today. Booker T. Washington became the first African American on the U.S. stamp, which I thought was awesome. 1940.
Cool.
It was in 1940. Broadway, South Pacific premiered on Broadway in 1949 with Mary Martin, and it went on to win 10 Tony Awards. Andy, what's the famous song from that? One of the most memorable songs from that.
I'm as cordy as Kansas in August. I'm as normal as blueberry pie. You that one?
No, what's the other one?
I'm gonna wash that man right out of
That's the one I knew.
That's the one.
I thought you were
That's
straight
the
until I
one.
heard you sing those two songs, Andy.
what?
I thought you were straight until I heard you sing those two Broadway songs.
Hey, I thought you were going
Uh,
to talk in an English accent all this episode.
Oh, I know, right? We
Don't
dropped
do
that.
I do that to myself at home, love.
But
I'm
yeah,
not gonna do
that's
it
just
here.
those are just a few things happening this day or week in pop culture. So now let's go on to TV. Um, we'll start with, I don't know if anybody is watching, I mentioned it earlier, Mid-Century Modern with Matt Bomer, Nathan Lane, and I can't remember the name of the other man. and Linda Lavin
Linda Lavin.
from
And Black Girl.
Alice, right?
Wait, Linda
Yeah,
Lemon died, didn't she?
Yeah.
She did.
yeah. This was obviously filmed before she
Okay.
passed away. But they play three gay men. There's three gay men. They move in. They get back together because one of their friends who was dating one of them dies, and so they all reunite and they move in together. Nathan Lane is like this big rich guy who has this huge house in Palm Springs, and he asks them to move in, and they do. And Linda Lavin is Nathan Lane's mom, and she's hilarious. She's so. Is anybody watching it? Katie,
I
are you
watched.
watching it?
I've watched.
She's the best one on there. I think this first season, I don't know if they're getting their footing. Matt Bomer's awful.
But
Matt,
he's so pretty.
He can't.
it's
He
yeah,
can't act.
it's
He can't act in this part. I'm gonna say he can't act. It's just this part is not for him.
yeah. I think
Was he
so
the guy
too.
from White
I think
Collar?
if there's a
Yes.
second season, maybe they'll settle in. But right now, I'm just not a big fan.
Yeah, Rick can get over the laugh track.
I can't. It's awful. The laugh track is awful. It's very,
Yeah, Rick.
very forced.
Yeah, it's very, very forced.
It wouldn't be
and
bad
Rick's
if they
like,
didn't have the laugh track because it's distracting. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So much of it is just so predictable.
Yeah,
You almost
Yeah.
know exactly what's going to come out of their mouths before they say it.
Well, isn't it the same guy that did Will and Grace?
yes, the same two guys that did Will
Well,
and
they're trying,
Grace.
and they're trying to make it like, but it's not. I mean,
No.
some of it, like there are some funny lines, but overall, it's like a little painful to watch. I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, it does have its moments where it's kind of cringe.
Yeah.
It just turned Rick off, so I said I'll just watch it, and I just had it on earlier, just as in the background, and I caught a few funny things from Linda Lavin. But it's got some powerhouses behind it, executive producing, the creators from Will and Grace, obviously, and then Ryan Murphy's the
Yeah.
executive producer, um, and somebody else I saw. But the second episode had Jesse Tyler Ferguson in it, and Vanessa Bayer, Sherry O'Terry. So it's got people in it, names. But yeah, it kind of the laugh track is a little annoying. I told Rick, just calm down. It's not that bad. And then it just was like the second episode is like, okay, I'm glad he stopped watching it because it's but Matt Bomer, it's so different to see him from that last thing we saw him in, which was that Fellow Travelers, where he was like, for me, not likable at all. To like this, like I don't know, Nelly,
Flight attendant.
overtly Nelly, Donny Osmond fan, Mormon.
Yeah.
But I'll continue. Did y'all finish it?
No.
Yeah.
No. Can you? Okay. I'll finish watching it. Just Linda Lavin is the best part of it.
Yes.
She's snarky and just hilarious. Does anybody still watch Yellow Jackets on Showtime?
I haven't finished the first season.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to mention, I mean, we watch it, but they just added a new cast member that was introduced on episode 8 that was introduced, who plays the adult version of one of the girls from the soccer team. And it's Hilary Swank. So Hilary Swank has joined the show.
Oh, wow.
Two-time Oscar winner, Hilary Swank. So if you still watch that, if you get to episode 8, you'll see her there.
I thought she died. I thought she died in a hospital.
That was what was that movie? Million Dollar Baby.
$1 Million Baby, yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the pit first before we go on to the Pumbaa
Let's do it.
of it all. The pit. What did you think? We watched it on Friday.
I love
This
it.
is the penultimate episode for season 1. So
Love it.
we have
Was that the season finale?
no, we have one more this week.
I thought it was great. I'm trying to think about it now. Noah Wiley is just awesome. And the way I kind of don't blame him, the way he treated, was it Dr. McKay? Is that her name? The girl that called the police on the boy? He's
Oh
like,
yeah.
you did this, you fix it.
Yeah, I kind of thought that was a little harsh.
But I think he was that was right after his emotional breakdown. And
Yeah, I think he was just fed up. I think he's just fed up with it all. Like the fact that the active shooter and the stepson's girlfriend he couldn't save,
And
and
then
then
the
he's just like, I can't
administrator
take
down
anymore.
there, and then the
Oh,
administrator down there when he went off on her, like,
oh my
and when he went
gosh.
off on the mom that kept
Oh,
looking stuff up on Google and going, should we do this? It says this, it says whatever. When he went off on her, I was like, hell yes. You're going to
yeah.
let your child die because, anyway,
He
yeah,
couldn't get a spinal tap that he needs to
yeah,
get for fluid. Yeah.
yeah.
Um, Shannon,
I'm-
what'd you think?
Oh, I thought it was good. I'm glad that the young kid found him in the corner. I'm glad it was him because that was a good scene with
Yeah.
her.
Oh, that was really sweet. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
And can we all just say, I think we've talked about before that Mel, we love Mel, right? She's
Yeah.
she's so
Yeah.
sweet.
I thought that the whole it seems like they have this like in every episode, so it's kind of a little bit predictable where they introduce a known but never used technique in medicine. And so they do it on the fly.
Oh yeah.
And I loved how the doctor got one of the newbies to do it. And then
He was
the
like, I
doctor,
wasn't going to do it, right? I
yeah,
wasn't going to take
I
that
wasn't gonna do
chance.
it. Yeah. He was
Yeah.
like, she's like, that's awesome. And he's like, yeah, I've never done it and I wasn't gonna do it. That's why I picked you.
That's
Um,
the teaching
As we were
hospital,
watching it
right?
though, and it was like, her ankle monitor went off, and so she broke it
Ugh.
off or whatever,
yeah,
drilled into
yeah,
it, and then wouldn't take the call. Tim immediately was like, "At what point do the police show up to the ER?" And sure enough, they came in.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it just
I
they were.
know.
I you hate when they show up like that, and she's like, you just want to go. We just had a mass casualty. Like
Mhm.
if you had been here, an hour before this ER, you could have seen what was going on and why
Yeah,
I didn't have time to mess with this ankle monitor. So
yeah. I still want to know why she has it. Because it hasn't been has it not been mentioned why she has it?
Yeah,
there's a restraining order, right?
with the new girlfriend.
Yeah, but you don't get a restraining order. You don't get an ankle monitor just
Well, I
from a
think
restraining
Yeah,
she
order.
beat her
and
up. I
let's
think.
face it, when the guy's girlfriend showed
Oh
up
yeah.
with a t-shirt
Oh
on that said bonus mom,
yeah. Yeah.
come
She
on.
deserved that smackdown, that verbal
Yes,
smackdown.
yes.
Um, but I was telling Shannon yesterday, when I saw him, that her dad in the show is her dad in real life.
Hmm,
He's
I love
actually
that.
yeah, he's famous for the voice of Chucky, the little doll.
What?
For
Really?
Yeah, he's the voice of Chucky from like the beginning. And he's also been in a bunch of movies. He was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He was the guy that stuttered. The
My gosh.
I don't
Okay.
know if you've ever, who's seen how I love that movie. He's
Yeah.
the one that actually kills himself at the end.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Spoiler.
um, well,
Well,
it's
I
been out since
mean,
the 70s, so if
it's,
you
I
haven't
was gonna
watched
say
it,
that movie's been around for a long
and I
time.
mean it's got Academy Award winner Louise Fletcher. Come on. Um,
Um, and I thought it was cute when the cute little nurse brought Victoria a juice box, and she's like, "Oh,"
oh yeah.
it
And
was
she's like,
cute.
yeah, that's my name, Victoria. Yeah, that's my name. She was so, her eyes got so big.
I love
Um,
that show though. I think it's
yeah,
so good. So
yeah.
good. And did you
I,
know that I saw part of an interview with Noah Wiley. His mom was a nurse. I think she was a surgical OR nurse. And
mhm.
they had a conversation about it. And they were talking about that episode before. And she was like, when I saw that episode, it reminded me, basically she remembers everybody that died on the operating table when she was, working.
Oh,
Basically, they had that conversation. And he was like, you never talked about that with me in ER. And she was like, well, it's a different show. It was, this is
yeah,
different.
yeah. I read an article about season two, that they think, I guess they haven't shot it yet, which they need to get on the ball because they want
Hmm.
to release it by next January. But they mentioned the creators mentioned that they want to do it over a holiday weekend. Like,
Oh, another kind of
so
crazy. Yeah.
yeah, they threw in, I think the article said 4th of July
Okay.
weekend, which, a lot of firework mishaps. So
A lot of
who
fingers
knows?
lost.
Yeah. Um,
And
but yeah,
alcohol, a lot of fights too,
a lot of fight. Yeah, 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 definitely.
Fight
But
for America.
this Thursday is the final episode of the season, so it should be hopefully, it doesn't leave in a cliffhanger because that's going to suck.
It
But
will. It will.
but if it leaves in a cliffhanger, then they have to start the next season
Oh
with that.
yeah.
So if it's good, see, so that's why I figure it's going to be like
Yeah.
nice and done, and
Uh,
then we move on. So, um, but yeah, so that's going to be a great episode. I can already tell. And then now I caught up right before the podcast. The White Lotus season 3 had their finale last night. Thoughts, Candy? Do you watch White Lotus? Yes. What'd
Uh,
you think? We'll go down the road.
I was disappointed.
That seems to be a common feeling
Yeah.
from a bunch of people.
All that, there's nothing satisfactory about what happened.
Yeah,
Nothing not satisfactory, satisfying, I should say, about what happened.
yeah.
I think the
Diane.
guard was satisfied.
Huh?
Well,
he gets well, I mean, but he's, Mook will, I don't know.
yeah.
Now he's the
Mook was the most useless character.
she
Yeah.
was.
Speaking of Highland Park women, like she was the Thailand version of a fucking Dallas girl. I only care if you have a job, if you make money, if you have, yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that he was so enamored by that, I'm like, no,
Come on, Mook, grow
no.
a pair.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of women there that don't have a dick, so I get it. Like, so his dating pool is really small. I mean, they're on an island, like they're not on mainland Thailand, so this is a smaller population of people.
God.
Have you been there, Shiloh?
I've been to Thailand, yeah. Yeah.
He's like, I'm
Oh.
familiar with the lady boys.
You got to check.
Oh my God.
You
I
have
think
to
that's what they
check.
said. I think they said Sam Rockwell's character was based after your last trip to Thailand.
And then I realized I wanted to be a lady.
I wanted to be this fucking myself.
That part was exaggerated.
It was a little
Um,
embellished.
But even
Was-
like that character, like, okay, then he decides
Yeah.
he's gonna fall off the wagon, and oh wait, now he's in a temple praying. I'm like,
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, you
I mean,
could
well,
do
Rick was-
something better with that. I mean,
I think the
Rick-
worst is like that Ratliff family got off, right? Like they're
Yeah.
gonna go have. I was like, make them fucking drink the drink the
I know,
Kool-Aid.
I just want to
No.
know, like, I want to know what happens when they get back. Does he get arrested? Do they all like
Yeah.
what happens?
Yeah.
I
You
saw a
do
meme
they
today
take
and it
their
was-
house? Do they, what do they do?
It had the family from Schitt's Creek, and like this is the Ratliffs once they get back to the States, like sitting on the
Pretty
couch
much.
reading the paper. Yeah,
but like it would have been more interesting if the kid had died and not come back to life,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
if on the boat leaving, the dad jumps because he looked at the water. I'm like, oh, he's
I
gonna
know
jump.
that's what I thought it was going to do.
jump
And I
in the
was like,
propeller.
oh,
Jump in the propeller.
Oh, God. This,
Um,
Or if Victoria Ratliff, after they get back and everything's taken away, finds out that he almost poisons them. And it's
yes.
like,
Yeah, something.
why didn't you go
was-
through with it? No.
It left a lot
I
of
have
things
to live an
just.
uncomfortable life.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
going to
it-
prison anyway, so it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Well, do we know that? We don't know. I mean,
We don't
I
know.
was thinking that when they opened their phone and they looked at it, they saw what happened and that they got off or something.
See, I thought either the family was going to die or Lachlan was going to die, and then they were going to get their phones back and realize that
Mm.
he got, it was a
He
misunderstanding.
gotten off. Yeah, yeah. But did
Gone.
anybody see the little tie-in for the seasons before with Belinda now being the
She did that. She did to that guy
Same
exactly.
thing that Tanya did to
Exactly
her.
what-
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. Same speech and
Exactly. I'm
everything.
so disappointed in her.
and the line that she said to him was the same line that she said to her.
Mm-hmm.
Was I don't think I
Right.
really want to get into that or what it's I can't remember the exact.
And I don't even think she realized it. Like she just was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But if
and
you,
I'm like,
if you have $5 million, why don't you take the guy with you? I don't understand.
I didn't
Like-
understand that. Yeah.
She could probably get better dick.
I don't know. Rick was in love with him. But yeah, it was. I was like, you dirty bitch. I go after your son is the one that pushed you to get that money because
Yeah.
you weren't going to get anything, and then you turn around and you do that to him, what she did to you. Like, well, I guess she'll end up on a boat with a bunch of gays. But yeah,
Did you, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I didn't expect the ones to be dead. I didn't expect those two. but
I love
it kind of
Chelsea.
gave glimpses throughout the season with Chelsea being always so like, oh my God, something bad's gonna happen, something bad's gonna
It
happen.
comes
So
in threes. Yeah.
yeah, it kind of did make sense,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna be her. I thought it was gonna be him for sure.
Did we talk about last week about the fact that when he went to see
Yeah,
Wes or whatever from
yeah,
Urban Cowboy, how
yeah,
he reacted when he said his mom's name? Because I was talking
yeah,
to somebody about the other last week, and we were like, we think that's his father.
yeah.
And sure enough,
Fair enough.
he killed his dad. And
Yeah,
then, I don't know. It was just then he lost
Star
his
Wars
mom,
all over again.
basically.
yeah. But who in their right man would think it's cool or okay to confront the owner of the
And then go
resort
back.
just to
And
go
then go
back to the
back.
Yes.
resort and think,
They
oh, the
spent
last
the
day's gonna be,
night.
yeah, like the
Like, why
last day's
didn't
gonna
they
be
just get
perfect.
the hell out of Dodge? I
Might be
mean,
right. Oh, it was so stupid. I was like,
it's
okay,
like
this makes
you
no
would think
sense.
he would come back and be like, babe, we gotta go now.
We gotta go.
We
We
don't
gotta
have
At
go.
time
least
to
change
pack. We're
hotels, right?
going.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah, I thought it was like, come on, dude. Um, but yes, so Chelsea and Rick met their unfortunate demise, and then the bodyguards for the lady, the owner,
Yeah.
and his dad
Yeah.
died. They all died.
And
No
The
then,
Russians
monkey,
got off scot-free.
the Russians, yeah,
yeah, because what's his name? Such a pansy.
He's a
yeah,
badass now. He killed a man.
Yeah. And
Shot him in the
then
back.
somebody pointed out that when I didn't notice it when the big boat left, but when what's her name? The black lady, what's her name?
Belinda,
And Belinda and her son left, like the staff is on the beach waving to them. Not like there wasn't just a mass shooting on the
yeah.
island or something.
Y'all come back now.
You know?
Well, you want your Yelp review to be high, right? You still got to go through the process.
Well,
Right.
they were all like it seemed like they wrapped it up so fast. There wasn't any talks. Like the cops weren't even there.
No,
Like
they all get
they
on
were
the
all
boat and
just
leave, and
they're
no,
like,
they're
let's
not
get the
just
hell out.
like
Yeah.
traumatized or
The
anything.
yeah, the girls were on the same boat as the Rattlers, weren't they?
Yeah,
In
yeah,
the back, and they were just like just laughing and
yeah,
like,
just
yeah.
having a good time.
And
Forget
she almost
about.
got killed. She was right there taking a picture with him. The actress.
And did you
When he,
see?
yeah.
Kenny sent me a clip. I didn't see it. Somebody posted. Like as soon as the shot went off, like Lori, the one that had been, the
Yeah.
short, not,
Yeah.
the early short, she took off so fast. Like she was so far ahead of the other girls. Like they paused for a second because I had to watch it. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even notice that, like how fast she took off running. So
That's funny. Yeah, because
she's
the other
like,
ones were kind of stunned there.
yeah, she was like, I went through some shit last night.
Yeah.
I ain't staying for this.
She was so funny. Her monologue at the table was actually really good
Yeah.
about just
It was, yeah, just
I
life.
think
Yeah.
everyone has those friendships,
Oh, yeah.
and we just don't have a camera on us most of the time
It's just fun, yeah. So,
and dissect them.
but
But
but I was a little bit disappointed. I think there was so much hype about this season,
yeah,
and
and it was a longer episode. It was an hour and a
yeah,
half
and so
just for
many
that.
potential. So I'm still mad that the Parker Posey and what's her name? I've lost everybody's names now. Um, the one with the short hair,
Piper, the
no,
daughter.
no, the
Leslie
girl,
Bibb.
Leslie Bibb. Thank you. That
Yeah.
the fact that they
Yes.
had crossed
Yeah.
paths at
What
some
was
Yeah.
point
that?
was never discussed again.
That's
Like
so
Yeah.
I
weird.
kept thinking something was going to come of that, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
And why even mention it if it didn't like provide any reason? Like if there wasn't
because
going to be a reason.
Leslie Bibb never went back to her friends and go, "This is so weird." I just like nothing was ever. The kids were like, "Mom, why were you so rude?" But that was it.
Yeah.
It was
And
weird.
they were on the same boat, both on the way up there and on the
Yeah,
Yes.
way home.
it
So
felt
it's
like
like,
somebody came in and like they were like, "Oh shit!" Like a new writer came in. They're like, "Yeah, we got to wrap this up. Let's just throw this shit in here at the end and be done."
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I didn't
it
like
did.
that.
Yeah. But but another thing too that also that irritated me, you just try to poison your entire family. And you don't wash the blender out after your
Thank
son is
you.
And he was
your
high
son
as
has-
fuck. Like he was
as
on
he was
all the Lotus band.
sniffing, yeah, but as he was sniffing at it, knowing that he was going to try it or use it, or
Mhm.
either one of them, and you don't go and wash it out, and then you freak out because somebody used it the next day.
He didn't just dump it out or put it in the trash or something. He just, I was
Well, my
like,
son's an idiot because they said, "Hey, the coconut milk, the milk is bad." So he's
and
gonna
then he
have this
mixes
thing
the
sit out
smoothie in it.
overnight and then use it.
Yeah, I'm like,
He
come
should have
on.
died.
He should
Yeah.
have not died for being stupid.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand. I didn't understand that, his near death, whatever. When he said he thought he saw God. Now, was that sort of like his moment of his like purpose?
Yeah.
Like because he didn't know, like he hadn't decided on what college he was going to. He didn't even know if he wanted to go to college, and he wanted to stay there with the sister, and like he was kind of just, all over the place. And I guess that was his moment of clarity.
Can he and his brother ever have a normal relationship?
Oh,
He's a
after
people
what
pleaser.
happened?
His brother looked like that's.
When he said that, I was so grossed out.
Ah,
I live in a family of narcissists. I'm a people pleaser.
ah.
I gave you a hand
Please.
job. You wanted to be included.
I was like, no.
All you talk about is getting
Which
off. I
goes
wanted to
back
help
to
you.
say, I was sober and I remember what
Right.
happened because I didn't pop the pill.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I did that completely sober, big bro.
Yes. I
Yeah.
didn't want to leave. I didn't want you to be left out. Like, that's okay.
You can worship me, but don't worship me.
Yeah. That was funny too.
Well, and I didn't get the daughter like changing her mind. Oh no, I don't.
Hyper Posey,
Yes.
Parker Posey was so excited when she changed her mind.
It's
though.
because the little brother wanted to go. She's like, no, I can't. I don't
He's
want
like,
to
done.
You just said that. I don't want him to go.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but then she comes back and she's like the food and the bed, and I'm like, well, what did you expect? The White
Right.
Lotus? I mean,
Yeah.
like,
It was funny when she said that when she was she explained it. She's like, I guess I am spoiled. No shit.
Yeah.
What are you going back to? Nothing.
Nothing.
And then
Yeah,
that night when they went to dinner, she had been wearing these like kind of almost like little peasant style dresses the whole time. She has on like something a little more flashy and
Yeah.
strapless and whatever. It's just like, hell yeah, I'm spoiled and I'm good with it. But
It's like she needed a week in Thailand to come to that understanding that she was spoiled.
yeah,
I mean, I guess.
a
White
week
people.
at an exclusive resort in Thailand to understand that you're spoiled. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think there was so much build up to it. So many things, more things could have been explored. But
Yeah. So Andy, out of 5 stars, what do you get?
3.
The finale and then the season.
3.
3. Okay. Sally Ann.
no, I'll give the whole season 4 for sure. And then
Yeah, me too.
I'll give the finale. I'll go ahead and give that 3.5.
Yeah, that was mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think what it did prove was that Jennifer Coolidge, while missed, wasn't needed. I mean, there's so many actors
Yeah.
that can fit any of that type of writing style and that type of show,
Yeah.
that premise. And I'm so glad that they branched out. And
Who's going to carry over to season 4?
Well,
I think-
Greg Gary.
yeah,
Possibly.
and that's another creepy thing. The whole him
Fucking
Fucking
winking
wink
at-
at the end.
Wanting
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
walk
the
in,
end.
wanting to walk in on her,
Oh,
and
that's
somebody.
the only. Yeah,
And her
come on.
teeth were kind of jacked up, weren't they? Or was it just
Yeah, they were.
She
But,
Nobody's looking at her mouth.
Somebody pointed out that she looks like Winona Ryder.
Mhm.
I
Yes.
can see it.
Yeah,
Like if she was
Until
a
she-
prostitute.
until she smiles.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Belinda will carry over too.
Yeah, she will for sure.
Yeah, I
With
think
her
she'll get
new
her.
White Lotus franchise.
What are you
I think
drinking, Eva? Is that a soft
Oh.
drink?
Yeah, it says Christopher on it.
Oh, is it a
Sorry,
Coke
my throat
Zero?
was a little dry. Yeah, it's a Coke Zero. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say 4 stars, 3.5.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
but
it's
now it's
solid season. But
but now the White Lotus is over. And we're about to reach the summer season. So
Hacks
Who knows?
start on Thursday. The new season.
of what?
which
Hacks.
Oh, Hacks.
oh
Yes.
Hacks.
Yes.
Yes.
I got to catch up on that. I missed a season, so
Yeah, it's good. The last episode of last season was the last
Okay.
scene
That was so
from
good.
that was good. That was
I
really
gotta
good.
catch up, but now it sounds like I've got time. But I've also
Yeah.
got to keep watching the Righteous Gemstones because they're
Yeah.
You really
ridiculous.
do. You
They're
really.
ridiculous. I mean, it's
I mean, it gets even more ridiculous.
It's
It's
like-
so funny.
it's funny. I mean, you're just sitting there going, "This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever
Well, and
watched."
the way they talk to each other,
Oh my gosh,
awful.
it's awful. Terrible people, terrible. But
Also,
funny.
also, like Shannon mentioned earlier, check out Survival of the Thickest. They're 8 episodes each season. It's 30 minutes. They're fast. You could probably binge them, and we did it in a couple days. Only for the fact that Rick was like, "Don't finish them because then we would have nothing to watch."
Oh yeah.
Because they're so good. It's so good. But yeah, that's all I got.
Okay,
Okay,
All right,
kid.
guys.
it's time to go. I
All
think.
right. Yeah.
Is this our last one for the year?
We're off to next Monday, but we'll be back the Monday after Easter.
Okay.
Okay.
And don't forget to send any viewer complaints, questions, comments
To Andy.
to ifosh99@gmail.com. We think Andy monitors that, but we're not sure.
It's a black
Somebody
hole.
does. Somebody do.
We need an intern.
Yes.
We'll get
Andy,
right
I-
on that.
Andy, if we're off 2 weeks, I'm really hoping that we get grouchy Andy back. This sunshine out here,
No.
a little
true.
unnerving. So
I
you got 2 weeks to become bitter again. Does that work?
was never
Well,
bitter or grouchy.
You know
Oh,
how to
survey
do-
says.
You know,
I
Shannon, you
spoke
know
with conviction.
you know you're the key to making him grouchy. All you got to do is push him in the wheelchair, and we can fix that real quick.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
he's got electric shock on his things
Hands
for your
off the
hands.
wheelchair.
I'm battery powered now.
I know.
Oh,
why
that's
you're
right.
I
happy.
don't need you.
I know why you're so
Ooh.
happy. It was that Uber driver on Saturday night.
Oh, I heard about this Uber driver.
Oh,
Did you have an Arabian Night?
Yeah. You?
Did it feel you up getting you out of the Uber?
Nope.
Oh, bummer.
Sadly, nope.
All right.
You didn't,
All right,
you
kids.
didn't invite him up like some of our friends do?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, guys. See you in 2
all right.
weeks.
Good night, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Bye.